How many times are we gonna open up an episode in the Lanayru region with Link stretching? Anyway, welcome back to Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we began our adventure here into the Lanayru Desert when we left the Lanayru Mine, and we upgraded our beetle to the amazing Hook Beetle in the last episode. Traversed a big, long area of sand and running and whatnot, and here's that beetle I was mentioning. Look at it. Isn't it awesome? It can pick up bombs and stuff. But we're going to progress into the next area of the Lanayru region. Temple of Time. Yeah, we're here in the Temple of Time. We'll get into exactly how the Temple of Time fits in chronology-wise with the whole timeline of the Zelda universe. But for now, this is the Temple of Time as we know it in Skyward Sword. Well, not this area, it's actually that structure that we saw. That big old structure over there. That is what we're going to want to head towards. Oh, I have to burp a little bit. Or do I? Or don't I? Hold on, I can feel one. That is why you do not drink soda before you go and record. Because, well, you know, also because you will fall into things and you just get so distracted. Anyway, you can push this cart to start off with, and magically, unlike the rest of the carts, it doesn't go off the edge. I don't know. Zelda logic does not go off the edge. You know what? I wonder if you could use this. Yep, you can. And now we are in the past of the Lanayru region again. We're gonna sneak up on this Technoblin. Cool, got rid of him, and we didn't even have to deal with him. Anyway, this little track will be laid down for us in the past time so we can get across. Now, by this point, it's kind of confusing what to do. You may want to head back over there to that back area. As you see, it's partly in the past, and you can see a Bokoblin, a Technoblin, excuse me, that's the correct term there. And it's not really explicit on what you're supposed to do, but what you want to do is you want to use your Hook Beetle, grab onto that bomb that's on top of that cactus, look down, and in here is another time shift stone that does the most amazing transformation I've ever seen. It created a whole tree back to life. No lie. And now you do want to get out your slingshot here, and you do want to get out your sword. Let's see. Can I do this? Can I do this? No, I missed doing the slingshot. Okay. Basically, when you do this, there's a little gate there. You have to get past it. You have to get past a Deku Baba as well. Hit it! Hit it! Hit it! Oh, yes, we hit it. Perfect. But now I do have to ride the minecart back. So let's spin around. Link will get off. He really doesn't need to. It's just one of those little minor annoyances that Link does, getting off and on these minecarts when he's traveling between them. So you could just easily stay on the minecart. I don't know what you're trying to do. Ooh, an ancient flower, I want it, I need it, I need to pick it up, I need to pick it up. Boom, ancient flower. And believe it or not, this is a new enemy, an Octorok rock. This monster descended from oceanic mollusks that has developed the unsightly ability to spit rocks, and explicitly this beast prefers to sleep with rocks on its head. It camouflages itself to surprise its enemies, and we can use our shield. These are pretty much the same exact Octoroks that you fought back in the Pharaon region, and they all spit rocks out at you. they just have a rock on top of their head instead of a bush on top of their head. And in my practice file, I finally learned how to defeat this enemy without really wasting our shield. Oh. At least I thought I did. Hey, will you... Thank you for dying. That's all I wanted. And I hear a sand cicada. I hear a sand cicada. I hear one. There it is. Sneak up on it. No! Sand cicada, you flew away. That is why they are the most annoying bugs to catch. Because they fly away and then you have to find them again. So, speaking of finding again, look who it is here. It's Gorko. Good to see you, bud. Seems like you pop up everywhere, though I am one to talk. Anyway, bud, there's something I'm dying to tell you. It is the discovery of the century. This is a sacred place known as the Temple of Time. I could not believe my eyes when I saw a human who lives on the legendary Isle of the Goddess. It wore clothes just like the ones written about in the ancient manuscripts, and it looked just like you, bud. It came with another person, and they entered the temple. I wanted to chase after them. But then there was an explosion all of a sudden, and the entrance, well, you can see for yourself, bud. I do think we are getting past this mess. I just wish we could find out what is happening on the other side. So, apparently, and if you do douse, you do get a reading of Zelda in this area. So, he did see Zelda come over here. Unfortunately, we can't go there quite yet. We can't head into the Temple of Time just yet. So we're going to continue in this big ole area. Now, you can try to move this cart, but there's an ancient robot in the way, so we can't do anything with them. And I don't think I've specified that those things are specifically called ancient robots. So if I didn't mention it before, I'm mentioning it now. Right here, you may want to pull out your hook beetle and hit that time shift stone. It won't do you any good. So what you want to do is you want to get one of these bombs, take it up to here, and not that one just contains a blue ruby. But you do want to get one of these bombs, take it over to this one over here. Time shift stone in this area. This is the one that you want to hit, not the other one. You're going to want to hit the other one in a little bit, but you want to hit this one first. We got some more Technoblins here to deal with. Hey, you, die. That's cool, you can fall off the edge just like your buddy before. And you. Ah! Will you, thank you. That's why they're annoying, because those blades that they have can shock you and stun you for a little bit. That was scary, Vroom. Thanks for helping me. Bzz. This is the Temple of Time. Within it is the sacred gate of time made by the goddess. Bzz. It is my job to patrol outside the temple. Vroom. If you want to reach the gate of time, you will need to pass through that door. Huh? You need another way in? Foo-weep. The Lanairu mining facility and the Temple of Time are connected underground. Zit. Lanairu mining facility is right here. And then he will put it up on the map for us. This map, it looks inaccurate. Bzz. I'm gonna fix it for you. Check out this. This is the Lanairu Desert in the past, what it would look like if we owned a map that belonged in the past. Lanairu mining facility is just ahead. Good luck. And he will move out of the way so we can finally get this cart. A report, Master Link. The map you possess corresponds to the actual terrain of this area with only 35% accuracy. The robot you met earlier modified your map to show past terrain that is now submerged below the sink sand. Sink sand? Come on, let's call it quicksand. It's called quicksand. Whatever, who cares? Now you can take your beetle, navigate to here, and open up this area. And you're gonna notice that there's a goddess cube up there. Link himself cannot jump off. Can you grab onto this? Cannot jump on and off of these minecarts. He's forever stuck on them until the ride stops. So, pull out your sword really quickly. Aim it upward. Yes, we got it. You want to aim it upward, have a Skyward Strike ready, and there you go. And now we'll finish our ride off and head down here. And we've got some more of these Octorok enemies to deal with, so just... You're dead. And where are you at? There you are. And now you're dead. And now before we head off into the next area so we can head off to the Lanayru mining facility, we are going to take our hook beetle, because I do want to show this off just really quickly. Hit this time shift stone, and this will actually link you back. Get it, Link? It will actually take you back to where we started off this episode. Hey, you! You're an annoying enemy. Ow, will you leave me alone? Will you die? Ow. 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 Technoblins, I hate you. Ow. Stop it, Technoblins. Technoblins. Thank you. And that's why I really hate Technoblins. Because you lose so many hearts fighting them. If you're like me and you're a terrible gamer. That time shift stone, you can hit it and it'll take you back to the beginning of the area. And it's ironic that I just called myself a bad gamer when I call my channel Super Gamer. Technically, I created the name Super Gamer 1121 like 3-4 years ago. If I had the option to change it, I would. But I've kind of grown to like it a little bit. And to hate it a little bit. I don't know. Whatever. I do like the name. I'm not changing it. Even though if I could, I don't know. I don't even... Not the point. Anyway, now we're here on the opposite side of the Lanayru Desert. And that is where we can go. So, let's run over here. We're going to head off to the mining facility. And when we start to run here, check out what happens. Master Link, I have information to report. I can confirm that you will not be consumed by the Sing Sand in this current position. I suggest verifying your location on the map. Readings indicate that there is a submerged path beneath this sand. It is possible to walk along a route above this path without submerging completely into the Sing Sand. Simulations suggest that placing beacons to mark a safe route along these paths before proceeding would significantly reduce the risk. So now, we have the option to place multiple beacons instead of just one. I'm not gonna do it. You can do it if you want. I guess that's sort of helpful. But anyway, if you look on your map, you will see these darker areas, or areas that are submerged, paths that are submerged under the sand that we can walk across and nothing bad will happen to us, as the lighter white areas are these areas that we could obviously stand on top of. And if you look at our map, we're already here at the location of the Lanayru mining facility. But there's nothing really here for us at all, is there? No, so why don't we blow up these rocks, because so far what we've learned in the Lanayru region is that underneath a lot of rocks are some time shift stones. So, time shift stone. So, let's put this area into the past and see if there's anything that we can do with it in the past. Hi, Technoblins. Die, Technoblins! Perfect. And we get a nice ornamental skull for our troubles there. Good, we kinda needed some. Let's throw a bomb in here. Ooh, Amber Relic. Perfect. You never know when you're going to need Amber Relics, even though we've picked up so many Amber Relics. Even though we've used up a lot of Amber Relics too. See how good Amber Relics are? I'm telling you, they're good. Let's go back over here to where the location of the facility is located. And it seems like we could do something here. We can turn this dial. Nothing really happens. You are not in my memory banks, Bert. This is the power generator for the mechanism that opens the entrance to the Lanayru mining facility, Zerp, but it won't budge until you activate the remote power nodes and set those 3 dials to access them correctly. Readings indicate that materials used to construct the generator are also present in this area. You can now use your dowsing ability to locate them. So, remember how we had to find all the pieces for the Earth Temple key? For the Earth Temple? Well, we kind of have to do the same thing to enter the Lanayru mining facility. But this time there's only 3. There's a little bit more work involved with them than just the same old of just digging them up like at the Earth Temple. There's just a little bit more work involved, but we'll be doing that on the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. We'll be dowsing so we could find all these things, so we can enter the Lanayru mining facility to get to the Temple of Time, where Zelda is, where apparently there's also something called the Gate of Time. So, next Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to douse for those things so we can enter the Lanayru mining facility. See you then.